and I don't know. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to shake the boat. Because in the end, I'm still having fun. I think he is too, so you know what? It is what it is.
So now what'll happen, hypothetically, what if he ends up... Do you know if he's seen anyone else?
I don't think so, but, like, maybe.
What'll happen if he becomes exclusive with someone else?
I'll be pissed.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, no, I'll be pissed. But at the end of the day, like, I also... Like, my feelings will definitely be hurt, but also I can't be too mad, you know, because, you know, like, I didn't snatch it up when I had the chance, so, like, you know, hey. I don't know if I talked about this the last time.
Uh-oh. What?
I feel like maybe I did, but I don't remember. So, this random girl sent me a friend request on Facebook.
Yep.
Did I tell you about this? Okay.
Yep. And
then I won't go into it again.
She unfriended me and then blocked you. Oh.
Totally knocked my purse down.
Oh God.
Look, they're all like, "Oh, what do we do?" But yeah, it was like ended up being like total. Well, what was it? It's a couple things weird things have happened.
With her?
No.
Oh.
Just with like other girls, like. Because, like, he obviously, you know, has been doing online dating and, like, friend request girls that he meets on there. And I can just, like, I can kind of, like, tell who these girls are.
Yeah.
Just based on, like, they'll, like, heart react to certain things. And I'm just kind of like,
Ooh.
But at the end of the day, like, I'm the one he's spending his weekends with. So, like.
Who's really winning here?
Probably no one, but no.
He is.
I don't know. Like, I don't want to read into it too much because I hate, you know,
I feel it.
being that way.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because I've been that girl where I've, like, read way too far into a situation and look stupid and look crazy. Mm-hmm. And I don't do that anymore.
Shit, I look crazy.
Bitch,
wanna try me?
I mean, like, I will not look stupid. Like, I will not have any part of that, but, you know. I don't know.
Any new plants in your life?
Always. Always. Actually, I don't know. No, I've actually been trying to cut back a little bit just because it's like winter and shit just isn't like
I was wondering
growing super well, but
I was like, you've been coming up here for the past couple times now, and I'm just like, I wonder, is something going on over at Erin's? Like, she doesn't want me to come down there or something. Like, we haven't suggested like me coming down to your place in a minute.
I'm always because you usually have to go like right to like Frisch's like right after this. So no, I just feel like it's more convenient for me to come up here.
You're
for
good.
you to like drive down and then like have to like drive back get to work. But you know,
fine.
Next time, okay. Next time you'll come down.
I'll come down to yours place. I want to see those plants. I want to see Abra and Navi and whatever new
Orange
cat.
Field.
If he's still there by the next time we record.
Yeah.
So I just had some shocking news from you. Mm-hmm. I told you I got a plant from a funeral. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you had told me that this plant can be very poisonous to my fur babies.
Yeah. All of them. It's like a basket with 5 different plants in it, and I saw it had a croton, which is that like green, orange, and red one. Okay. It's called a croton. You also had a Dieffenbachia, which is also called a dumb cane, which is that it has the green leaves with the lighter in the middle. Okay. That's Dieffenbachia. You also had a peace lily, which is, in my opinion, like mildly toxic, but not like crazy. That has the dark green leaves. And then you had a Schefflera, which is the one that looks like, it's also called an umbrella plant. Okay. And then, what was your 5th one? I had a 5th one. The Dracana, which is has the long leaves.
How on earth do you memorize this stuff?
Okay, so what happened is I learned a lot about plants, and I had to unfortunately unlearn a lot of important shit to make room. So here I am with all this plant knowledge, and I feel like it took over a large part of my brain, and I feel much stupider in other senses now.
Using the word stupider.
Yeah.
No.
I feel more stupid.
Well, yeah, so the dumb cane and whatever other plants that are dumb in there can't be around my cats now. So here I am. Luckily it's been in my bedroom where the cats can't get into.
You could put them up there.
Oh, nope. Nope, they get up there.
They do?
Yep.
Oh, God.
I've come home some days. My freaking wooden, my name that's carved out from wood, it was fine since 2010. It's been untouched since 2010, that carved out name of mine.
Well.
And the other morning, a couple weeks ago, I found it laying on the floor with the T.
Well, never mind.
I'm telling you, if they knock over those glasses that my mom gave me, my mom's not going to be happy.
No. How the hell do they get up there?
There's an opening next to the TV. There's a speaker that's kind of close to the one end. And so they just jump and jump and jump.
Bad cats.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't let them touch those.
So, well, as I mentioned, I had a funeral. I was talking to you about it before we started recording. I was just like, I was thinking about it too. I was like, maybe I cried the day of. It was my grandma, my dad's dad. And I don't know, maybe I just wasn't affected by it as much as I would be like another relative or person that I was closest to, because my dad's parents are very realistic type of people. Like, they were already making their wills and whatnot at a certain age. And they got it, like, stuck in our mentality to where it's like, we're not going to be around forever. So, like, maybe the thought of that just, like,
prepared you a little bit.
I think so.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I was just thinking about that because I know I didn't, like, really tell you much other than, like, I cried the day of. Like, I feel like I should have cried the day before that, and the day before that.
Well, I don't know. Like, we all handle death differently, and I don't think the fact that you didn't, like, cry really, it doesn't take away from, that you loved your grandma and aren't sad about her passing away. So.
Yeah, like, I know I brought her up on this podcast before. It's she was an inspiration of mine growing up. Like, there's things that she would say that kind of, like, I can reflect on at a later age and just think about her. Just like, yeah, you know what, she was right. She's always like giving me helpful, like, articles and advice on, like, especially about saving money too. She's like, I remember this one article specifically. It said something about, do you really need that new pair of jeans? Like, yeah, you got all these... Mind your business, Grandma. Yes, I do. No. But here I am still going to Buckle, spending, like, dropping 100 on it. Jesus. No, so yeah.
Well, I think that's good to remember too, is, I'm sure she would much prefer you remembering all those good things about her than, like, crying at her funeral. You know, that's, or crying more than just that, that day.
Yeah.
She'd much rather you be okay with it than, depressed over it.
Man, I have a lot to unpack here for my updates.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So,
oh, God.
I'll just let you go ahead, because I feel like I have questions, but I bet you'll go into it.
Remember that party of mine you were invited to?
Yeah, I know. I didn't go.
Be glad you didn't.
Oh. Why? Oh, no.
So it was fine. Up until a certain point.
Oh, God. How many people showed up?
Just know I'm a felon now.
No, you're not.
I'm not.
Oh, my God,
I do have something on my record.
Is it providing alcohol to minors?
Nope.
What?
Okay, so the party started, right? People were coming, like, in little time intervals or whatever. And it was fine, really. It's then... Who was it? Brandon was here.
Oh, he did come?
Yep. A lot of other friends came. Dewan and Cam were here. That was the shocking part. Dewan and Brandon, they were taking shots together.
Oh. That's nice.
So then, what was it? Brandon ended up drinking a whole bottle of Hennessy, right?
Jesus Christ.
And then the subject of kids gets brought up.
Oh,
and
God.
Everything. There's this other person there who kind of goes through the same situation of what Brandon goes through with Arya. But Brandon has had a harder time.
Yeah.
And what the other person was comparing his time to compared to Brandon's didn't even come close.
Sure.
And there were 3 fights that broke out that night.
Jesus Christ. Like physical fights?
Physical, verbal, and there's another type, I think. Or is that just really the only 2?
What the fuck? Who fought who?
I don't want to say names.
Yeah, say names.
You know Todd, right?
Oh, no.
That was one.
Who fought Todd? What the hell?
Todd was thinking like his situation was similar to Brandon's in the way that
Todd have kids?
I just found out that he has one.
Okay. Well, I remember at your last party that I was at, he was telling me about some stuff about he might have a kid on the way.
I feel like I remember that too, but this woman looked... I think he was showing me pictures, and she looked a little bit older than...
What the fuck?
I have no idea. Anyway. Wow, okay.
Just trying to paint a mental portrait. Okay.
But whatever Todd's daughter was going through didn't even compare to what Arya has been through. And he was saying that... Todd was saying that he understood. But Brandon was like, no, you don't.
Yeah. Why would you even bring that up?
Drinking.
Ugh.
So then Brandon got upset about that. And, so they got into a little scuffle. And then...
So stupid. Sorry.
What else is going on?
I assume someone left after that.
After the cops showed up the first time.
Oh my God.
Because we had obviously stuff going on in the apartment, in the hallway, and outside. It was a whole hot ass mess. And man, I can't even remember the other two fights, but after the third one, everyone not rushed out, but like everyone like left my apartment. Like I haven't even made like a public apology or anything about it because I'm just like I don't even know what happened. Like I don't know who to apologize to. Really, it's just like
no more parties at your house. That's a rule I'm making for you.
Well,
we're gonna go drink in public.
Here's the thing.
Where it's not
I'm not even gonna have to worry about this apartment after this year. Like I'm still looking for houses and whatnot. And I'm just like, hopefully it's gonna be secluded away from like maybe I'll still have neighbors, but it's gonna be far away to where they won't even hear us. And like just anyway, so the cops show up a second time for being loud or whatnot, and they're like, if we have to come back a third time, someone's getting arrested. So they had to come up a third time.
Oh my God!
No one got arrested, but me and 2 others got cited for disorderly conduct and talks. So we had court the following